Guys, welcome. Ooh, how are you? I hope everyone's good. So, FYI, been staying off YouTube. I almost like I have the energy today to go live, but I'm just trying to recoup. Okay, this energy shift that we had into the new moon, I've never experienced it, so I'm exhausted. All sorts of things I'm experiencing. So I'm sure you guys are too. I do miss you guys. I do feel like I'm being a little selfish, but sometimes it's necessary to rejuvenate, my energy for you guys. So I'm gonna do a push. I know I'm gonna do an update on the frog too. I do feel like with the previous push, and I sliced my finger. I do feel like with the previous push, the frog was somebody you were kind of dealing with, or was it you guys? Let me think. Let me ask Spirit real quick. Yeah, now I remember, because the frog was your energy, and the other person's energy you were dealing with was, I don't know, was it the horse? It was something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But you guys were the frog. So I'll do an update on that, see where you guys are at. If you graduated from being a frog, the frog energy. But it's nice because you're working on you. So I'm sure there's been quite the shift since my last push. So you got Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification, self-discipline with speed, ascension, and bring joy. So right now for you guys, it's self-discipline. So a lot of you, a majority of you, are going through an ascension. Okay. And those are tiring too. I won't go through any more ascensions. Yeah, you guys really are. I normally would see this around a full moon. So stay determined, driven. Okay, the balance is here. It's stuff, hopes, and dreams are being manifested. Told me kind of go to the bottom of the deck, so I looked. Okay, so stay balanced. So there is balance within you now. I don't know if somebody was doubting that. Here's another thing too. I don't know if you guys do YouTube and chakras, clearing chakras, but do not do that. Your guides, okay, it's okay to do it every once in a while, but right now, don't do it. If you're one that does that, don't do it, because you may think you need balance and that's a way, but that's not the kind of balance and grounding that's necessary, okay? It doesn't always have to do with the chakras troops. So, more outdoors, more doorsy stuff, okay? Or putting your hand in soil. Go to Home Depot or go somewhere and buy some soil and play with it every day. That will ground you like you wouldn't believe, okay? Or you can put it in like a dish or whatever, foot bath, whatever. Not really a foot bath. I mean, go buy a $1 litter box and put soil in it and bury your feet in it for a little while, half hour or so, It does wonders. So don't mess with your chakras right now. You're covered, okay? So this is the push. You never know if we're bringing it in or pushing it out. If it's being pushed towards us or away from us. So let's find out. Let's find out with the push energy. You got yes. I don't know what that's regarding, but I'll obviously clarify. Whoa. Reconsider. Hey, I was just feeling questionable energy because I just saw this Well, I did see the Two of Swords, but I also saw the World, so I don't know what that's regarding. So something must have ended, but like Spirit's kind of like there's either going to be a second chance with Judgment, because I can kind of feel a Judgment type energy. Way too many. Or you haven't quite made it final, or something's coming towards you so you can make this decision. Okay, so meditation brings answers, and if you don't meditate, that's just quiet time, guys. Even 5 minutes of quiet time is meditating. Believe that. Sit, close your eyes, be one with the earth. You know, that could be the whole soil thing. Just putting your feet in soil and shutting your eyes, that's meditating, guys. You don't have to be in a yoga pose or listening to certain music or breathing the right way. It's so cliche, okay? When I tell you you could sit outside in the backyard with your feet on the ground, that's meditating. Or you can sit in your house on the couch while you're watching TV playing with soil. That's meditating. Okay, so tell me about yes. So if I was going to say this all together, it does look like yeah. Well, I can't yet. I can't yet. Okay. So you got the Three of Swords right now. So you're in recovery. You're releasing. Okay. So this has to do with your past. Tell me about yes. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you're releasing. Yes, it's time to move forward. Which makes sense that I saw the World. And then you got the Six of Cups. Okay, so moving, releasing somebody from your past. You're still working on it. But you also have, looks like you have someone new in front of you. Because it's looking right up at reconsider. So some of you have new. So you're still recovering from something from your past. Not that you're holding on to. It's like the final release, the final recovery. I don't feel it's going to be much longer. Tell me about the Three of Hearts real quick. Honestly, I really don't think it will be. You got the Sun and the Ten of Feathers. So yeah, recovery, transformation, and the Sun. Okay, so you're transforming. Something's transforming. There's some type of change going on with you, and it's like going from the 3 to 10, it's done. And now you got another 10, which is another 1. So you might be seeing 10, 10, or 11, 11s, or 1, 11, that type of stuff. And 23, well, 20, 33, 6, so harmony, and then you have another 6. It's all adding up. So this is the Three of Swords, and then you go to the Ten of Swords. But you got 2 cards speaking of recovery. Okay? So that's positive. Because you go from recovery straight to the Sun. Joy, vitality. So this is what you're questioning. So this is coming towards you. Because there's no need to push icky energy, because you're working through it. And it's... as long as you're staying as positive as you can. I know we all have our moments, right? This is a heavy, heavy shift, guys. But the Sun, vitality is coming out of it. Joy, happiness, abundant. This is just... And if you're in a relationship, it's going to get better. Reconsider, because I don't know if you're thinking about leaving. But for some of you that are in a relationship, are getting better. Others of you, I feel like this is someone new, but I'm not positive. It looks like it, because you're recovering from something from the past. So you might meet someone new. A lot of people wonder all the time, you keep saying I'm going to meet someone new, yada, yada. If you're not letting go of this, because you've been holding on to this for a long time. So if you're not letting go of that, how can anything come towards you? I'm going to have to do a video on that one day for you guys, because it's so important for those who say nothing's coming my way. Well, because you're not looking at something, you're not letting go of something, you're still fantasizing about someone, something, on how something's going to go down. There's no room to bring anything else in. If you're doing that though, there's something with this shift that's helping that. So I really wouldn't worry about it. And then if you need to meet someone new, it still might take a little while. Just depends on how much inner work you need to do. But you've been working on it already, so this is really the end of like the recovery for you to step into abundant energy. Okay, so that's positive. All right, so there's positivity coming towards you. Let's find out about reconsider. Hey baby, I think I'm gonna marry you. Damn. Okay, so I don't know the name of that song, but it's like, hey baby, I think I'm gonna marry you. So it's someone in your life, you just don't know what to do. Tell me about reconsider. So right now there's, with the first card, it's pushing out the old energy to bring in the new. So it's more pushing it towards us than pushing it out, because you've already been working on it. So you should be getting a little pep in your step soon, especially with this video. Tell me about reconsider. And then I was just about to sing it again. Hey baby, I think I'm gonna marry you. So we got 10 of shells and the 9 of crystals. Okay, so it's the 9 of pence and the 10 of cups. And then it's spiritual power. So there's spiritual power at play. This came out last week. So there's still spiritual power at play to bring happiness, bring the 10 of cups, abundance, security. Yeah, you're pushing away something when spirit's trying to push it towards you. So you really need to work with this energy. You really need to just flow. Something's telling me something about Saturn right now. I don't know if it's a Sagittarian lesson for you, but don't fight Saturn. You can try, and I think you have been, but you can't fight Saturn. Saturn will kick your ass. Okay, so let something happen. You must be questioning some type of relationship or person or something. It's a given. Remain confident. There's blessings coming. This is a positive shift that's being pushed towards you. Divine wisdom. It's spiritual power too. It's higher powers working with you right now. You've shifted since the frog. So curious. I don't want to jump into it right now. So they're working. This is them actually working for you on your behalf. Okay, so you guys are, oh man, your ascension's pretty, it's there. I can feel it. I feel like when I used to ascend. So this is actually pushing your ascension, this video. So when you stop watching this video, just stand up slowly, because I don't know if some of you will physically feel what I'm feeling right now. It's just a little like, ooh, you know. So, but it's to benefit you, so don't worry. Tell me about, I don't know if you're waiting. I want to tell me about the 10 of cups. I feel like some of you are waiting on results, trying to figure out your next option. If this has to do with health, you already look good, especially with the sun coming out. Remain confident. So I don't know if it's a health thing with somebody and you're trying holistic medicine. I don't know. But even if it's not holistic medicine, health is going to get good. In Taurus and Libra energy, both rule Venus, more Taurus, right? So, you know, Venus rules health, beauty, wealth, happiness, all of it. I think that's another reason why it was such a doozy on me. I'm almost out of it. I mean, I really do feel good, like I want to come on and be with you guys, but at the same time, I'm just starting to feel the energetic shift because it's been draining me, so I don't want to drain myself, so I hope you guys understand. And then With the Ten of Shells, you got self-empowered and ambition with the shadow. So you're using the positive side of your shadow side. But look at, see what I'm saying? Don't mess with your chakras. It's like you're coming into perfect balance, the dark and the light. You might be dealing with the King of Wands, okay? Some type of spiritual union with the wheel here, you know. So this looks positive. So if you're in like a regular situation, okay, everyday human situation with a person, because this looks like a person, they're asking you to reconsider. So I don't know. I think the approach is off. I don't know how else to explain it to you guys. I've been feeling it because the shift, and right, the ones that are more spiritual feel the shift even more. And then the ones that are not so spiritual, they're going through some type of awakening. So they have no idea what they're experiencing either, because they don't know anything. I almost said they're asked from the elbow when it comes to spirituality, right? So some of you guys are actually awakening. Not a catalyst, but awakening another soul. So that's pretty cool, but it's also tough. Been there. It's hard. So I just feel like something you're going through, you really need to reconsider. So your best advice for reconsider. Hey baby, I think I'm gonna marry you. Every single time I say reconsider, that song comes to me. If somebody can mention the name of that song in the video, okay, down below for those who don't know it, okay? I think I'm gonna marry you. All right, you got the Hangman. Perfect. Patience and perspective. So this is slowly but surely going to kick in if it's not already kicking in. They're asking you, your best advice is to literally perspective and have patience. I don't know if someone cricketed you. I don't know. Cricket, right? But I think it's just like their perspective is changing too. So they didn't really ghost you, okay? So, and this all has to do with a new opportunity, and your best advice is to change your perspective. But see, I feel like this is hard for you. So that's the weird thing, because I feel like their opportunity, the offer was off, and it's like something about your self-worth, because you're staying disciplined. I feel like you're in that already. So it's almost like, nope. It's like right back to that energy again. But I wouldn't worry about it because we're doing the push. What's meant to be will be, baby, just let it be. I know I sang that wrong, but ride with it. See where this thing goes. So if it is a meant to be scenario and you're pretty persistent on no or whatever, if this, like I said, meant to be, this person's gonna roll back around, and when they do, they're really asking you to change your perspective. What if it's a friend? You're like, no freaking way. There's no attraction. There's no this. It comes out of the blue if it hasn't come yet, or someone you've known for 10 years. Yeah, my mind went in the gutter. Sorry. So it might be an attraction, a desire thing with you guys right off the rip, and maybe you don't want that. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I think that's what it is. Like, oh damn. It's something like that, but change your perspective and reconsider. Okay? So meditation brings answers. So to me, like I said, play with soil. Or go get a stone outside. Run it under water. Command it in a nice way. Feel its heartbeat. You know? Feel them on the earth. Tell me about meditation. I'm going to say best advice for meditation because they want you to take action and focus. So if it comes to a Knight of Feathers, okay, what else did you get? And the Four of Crystals. It's the Four of Swords, so you're healing. There's going to be some type of security. So your best advice is action. Focus. These are pretty action-oriented, big deal. I'm looking more at the action, focus, control, and security. Those are some pretty major, you're dealing with some pretty major shit, especially with self-discipline. So you're definitely healing 4 crystals, which is this is the 4 of Pens, not 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords could be meditation too. But there's some type of security here. I don't know if you're trying to play control, but take control of the situation, your own thoughts, put them into action, focus. There's some type of strategy they want you to pursue. I'm just trying to figure out what that is. It's like, to me, you're being resilient. Not resilient, resistant. You guys always bounce back. So try to stop resisting. I think that's kind of what's going on right now. Tell me about the Knight of Feathers. So it's the Knight of Wands. So you're resisting a masculine energy, vice versa. Because maybe you do just feel like it is the Knight of Wands, guys. This could be somebody you slept with in the past, too. And then, dun, 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 the Tower. You're going to have a revelation. See, Queen of Acorn. So it's like, it could be a dream, it can be anything. Or this person's going to deliver you a message. Nyla. Or this person's going to deliver you a message that gives you some type of insight. Okay? So that's fabulous. So let's get to this. Is like my favorite part right now. This is my favorite part right now. Where's my book? Because I want to, there it is. I want to read it. By the book. I think I'm gonna marry you. See, that song's back. Okay. So. Where'd you go? So we're gonna update the frog, which you guys, the ones who purchased the video. I just saw the hummingbird. So I will read that to you. It is so funny, my psychic ability, when I use this deck. I see it before it comes out. So something about a photo. I don't know what that's regarding. Those who purchased the photo. I don't. What? I don't know if you can have a snapshot of like your future. I don't know what that's regarding. A vision. Those who purchased the video. The ones that were in the frog energy. Where are they now? So normally I would just read you the hummingbird. But I don't know if you're gently coming out of that and transitioning into something else. So this is why I'm getting a card for you. The firefly. Well, it is air. Okay. So, hold on. So some of you with the firefly, I mean with my goodness, there's the firefly. There's the butterfly. I need to find the hummingbird. So you're in the air energy, right? Because some of you are coming out of the, what did I say it was? The hummingbird. I'm almost positive there's a hummingbird. I saw a hummingbird. Yeah, jeez. Okay. So that's what the hummingbird looks like. Okay. It's full of color. So Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless... Hold on. You know what? Because you guys, this is important. I want you to see it because some of you are still in it and others of you are just coming out of it. Okay? So, it's important. It's important. There it is. Look at that. Look how brilliant that is. Okay? So, the hummingbird. Positive, spiritually resourceful too. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well-being of positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned to gather nectar, and it returns to the sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird. You cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet. Every moment is worth savoring. So when you're in balance, which I think a majority of you are, it's smart, curious, and it loves to learn. When you're out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. In order to bring into balance, take a class. Whatever type of class you want, okay? Whether it's art, whether it's the gym, okay? Whatever you want to do. But you're spiritually resourceful. But, really, Nyla? I think you guys are fully aware of that anyway with this transition. So that's why I'm saying a lot of you that here comes that positivity. Others of you, you've been in this and now you're the firefly. See how it's opposite because you're leaving it. Okay? So it's beautiful. It's an endless thing of possibility and energy. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned how to gather nectar and where to gather nectar and how to return to it daily for nourishment, okay, which is maybe a daily practice of meditation, whatever it is for you, a daily affirmation, okay. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird. You cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, and every moment is worth savoring. So it's just going to get better. Okay, energy is going to get better for you. So again, if you're feeling pushy and insistent and sharp, your best advice is to take a class, any class. 1 class, 2 class. Even if it's a class online and it's only an hour seminar, it's a class, whether it's on astrology or flowers. You know what I mean? If you need it. All right? So, beautiful. Now, this is what you're about to transition to, because you're right, you're borderline. Getting out of the hummingbird. Inspired, fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains a light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates that a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if you do not catch it. There is a firefly energy behind every poem, song, or invention. Our job here is to be ready to harness the creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious light? Okay. So, if you're in balance, okay, you're creating, you're brainstorming, or you're writing stuff down. When you're out of balance, probably burnt out and feeling down, okay? To bring into balance, write a poem or draw. Now, I'm telling you, this makes so much sense for me and why I haven't really been on YouTube. Burnt out and feeling dull. Just exhausted with this shift, okay? So this actually makes so much sense. Because I wasn't in balance. It is so hard to be in balance. I guarantee 90% of you are out of balance right now with the firefly, because with this shift of energy and going through an ascension and awakening all this stuff, it throws you off, right? So to bring into balance, to help you right now, write a poem or draw, even if it's crayons or a pencil. Draw whatever you'd like. If you want, screenshot this and draw a picture of your own firefly. Honest to God. Something just like that is going to help. If you're good at writing poems, write a poem. Okay? So this firefly contains a light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. That's because you're getting a nice push right now. Okay? So expect that. It's gonna come as nice. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates the moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if you do not catch it. There is a firefly behind every energy, poem, song, intervention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and this beautiful light? Okay, so basically, 5 minutes, Mia. So basically, I think some of you right here, the reason why I read it again, because it was actually throwing me off. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates that a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if you do not catch it. So do not panic here. Give me a minute. So it's not saying that there would be an opportunity missed by any means, okay? So meaning like take advantage of the energy. Take your pain and write it, put it into poetry. You know what I mean? If there's anything lingering. Or think about, for some reason, they're telling me a poem for children. For some of you. You know, I was like, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. You know, it could be simple like that. Just putting something together for your children. Just making something up. You know what I mean? So it's almost youthful energy coming out of that too. Basically saying right now, or you're about to, right? There's the firefly energy behind every poem, song, or invention. Anything that's motivating out there, you know, a singer, an artist, however it works for you. They're creative spirits behind it. This is the energy you need. So this is the energy that's going to grace your path. So don't panic. No one's going to miss out on anything. So support this precious light. Support who you are no matter how you're feeling. I think it's just a little difficult because what we've all been through in the last couple of weeks with this transition is the big. Okay. I feel like you're coming out of that and into balance, though. I think that's another reason why they mentioned the whole meditation in the soil. It's an extra boost that you're going to need, okay? Inspiring, fantastic, yet fleeting. Even if some of you want to just write something at the bottom of this channel, where the comments are, you know, even like a 5-sentence thing, troops, put it out into the universe. Even if it's an affirmation, poems, poetry, it's art, it's our own creativity. Whether it's dark, it's light, it can inspire someone, or you can actually inspire yourself. You know, it's energy. It's beautiful, Trooper Loops. At the bottom of the deck, you got the dragon. It wanted me to go to that. So basically, okay. Here's the thing. You're not quite there yet, but super close. In this deck of cards, there's 7 spirit cards, okay? This is seeing ones for its true self and balancing the ego. So you're going through a massive, some of you, begins with an M. Why did I lose it? Metamorphosis. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before we could breathe, and it will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world into the inner world. The dragon energy is awakened. It's curious. It's visionary. It can easily drop into the witness of consciousness. It is almost as if we're traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. We look in the mirror, deep into our eyes. We may take a glimpse of ourselves, behind ourselves, one who's watching us. The power of the dragon is breathing. It's transformative. Like I said, that metamorphosis. Fire into every cell of our body, witnessing. You know, it's the energy. It's that brief moment. It helps us surrender, to let go, to guide, as we hop and sit back in this ride. As we travel through difficult terrain sometimes, the dragon's eye sees beauty everywhere. It is said to be described as your inner fire, your sacred intelligence. It may even just mention the dragon stir that ambers the intelligence within you. So yeah, between that and the firefly, oh my gosh, and another spirit card right there. Okay, so it's a lot, but you guys, you can handle it. I'm glad I'm doing videos like this for you guys because it gets us on track. It really truly does. And thank you all for supporting our channel. It means a lot. Okay, so I hang in there, guys. I love you. I'll be back soon. Okay, love you. Bye.